Wow, we finally got Digimon on TV! Man, I cannot wait to watch it! I just hope that they didn't add a girl dancing in front of the opening, but hey, that's ridiculous, they would never do that, right? Ah, my homeland! Brazil is a place that loves anime. Not only the young generation, but the adults too. We all grew up watching different kinds of shows and we carry them with love in our hearts. It is not uncommon to see comments about how anime changed people's lives and with references everywhere. Recently, we saw that a lot of people named their kids after anime characters too, so hey, we just love them so much. But if we care so much about anime, how did that happen? First, we need to know that Japanese TV shows were coming to Brazil with time. Apparently, the tokusatsu named National Kid was the first Japanese media that was received in Brazilian television. After that, other tokusatsu and anime arrived like Ultraman, Fantomas and Speed Racer. But it was in the 90s that tokusatsu and anime really became a big thing in Brazil, with the TV channel Rede Manchete having a good roster of shows like Jiraiya, Kamen Rider, Jaspion, Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, and especially Saint Seiya. This show was big, I mean big, in Brazil, popularizing anime like never seen before in the country. Of course, after Knights of Zodiac, we got shows like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z that put anime in another level, but the boom started with Saint Seiya. Back in the day, cartoons were seen like something for kids, and a good part of them were part of TV shows that aimed for the young audience. It was common to see shows with a happy presenter, normally a woman, that would interact with the audience both on the stage and home, with music, games, and interview segments, alongside with cartoons and anime too. These presenters were the face of the shows and, in some cases, of the whole kids programming schedule of that channel. In Brazil we had lots of them like Xuxa, Eliana, Mana Maravilha, Priscila and Yuji, and the list goes on and on. That was good because their charisma and games would attract more kids for the shows, either because of the audience could receive prizes, or because they were cool. This position makes you a big star, opening doors for other shows in the future and other ways to capitalize the fame, like merch and a singing or acting career boosted by a big audience that likes you. That was also good for the TV channels because famous presenters would bring audience, sponsors, and they could become even bigger stars, being really good additions to the programming. With Angelica, it was not different. Starting with Manchete, she also worked for SBT and Globo, the two big TV channels here, consolidating her career as a presenter and allowing her to act and sing. She is the girl you saw dancing in the intro. Okay, but why was she there in the first place, right? Well, I'll get there, relax. There are some types of Japanese shows openings in Brazil. The original in Japanese, more common with tokusatsu and recent anime. Jaspion. A totally new and exclusive Brazilian version, normally sang by famous singers and groups, being part of their discography as well. The original adapted in Portuguese, the best ones, indicating a lot of effort to bring the show closer to the audience. The US version or international version adapted in Portuguese, more common in the 2000s when we dubbed the North American version of the shows. I think it was easier to do business like this because we could import anime that were hits in North America, like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade for example. But the big one in this format was Pokémon. You know how big Pokémon is globally, right? In Brazil it was not different. Primarily exhibited on Record TV, the show was a huge success, being part of Eliana's show. Eliana, one of the biggest names in kids media, with shows, CDs and toys, even made songs about the show, capitalizing the momentum of it and also helping to popularize it. So, what do you do when competition brings one of the greatest shows available at the moment to the table? You counterattack. Globo had an opportunity to fight not only with anime but also with the host. With Angelica, that was already a big star on TV, being the host of their kids show, they could try to even the game, fighting for audience with content and bringing the spotlight a little closer to their star too. Angelica sang the Brazilian version of the Digimon opening, and to be honest, I don't think that was bad. It followed Pokémon's path and it was an adaptation of the US or international version, and it is still iconic and remembered here. Unfortunately, someone wasn't convinced that having her singing was enough, and in a move to add more Angelica to it, they thought it was a good idea to have her on screen too. I believe that, in their heads, it will also fit the digital vibe of the show to use a green screen to insert her into the world of Digimon. However, it just ended up goofy, but still remembered to this day, even if not for the right reasons. While editing this video, I discovered another opening for Digimon in Brazil, this time for the VHS release. This version has Angelica in front of the screen again, but doing different poses and dances, unfortunately without the one I showed you in the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna show you the VHS one, but I'm gonna add her dance because, come on, that's fantastic, isn't it? So without further ado, I present to you the weirdest anime opening of all time.
Digimon digitais, Digimon são campeões. Digimon digitais, Digimon são campeões.
Eles vão se transformar para seu mundo salvar. Juntos combatem o mal. São os guerreiros da paz. Nesse lugar virtual, os Digimon são demais.
Digimon digitais, Digimon são campeões. Digimon digitais, Digimon são campeões.
Basta o perigo chegar, eles virão pra salvar. São os amigos da paz, os Digimon são demais.
Digimon digitais, Digimon são campeões. Digimon digitais, Digimon são campeões. Digimon digitais, Digimon.
That was the best 60 seconds of my life!